So I did play the new arcade mode. It is silly, it is fun, just like I wanted. So I want to go through the changes and I want to talk about stuff. So basically it's a mode that is community crafted. Like back in the day, we had some community crafted patches and that was fun. This time around, it's by Emong, TQQ, Costa, and SK. I don't know who TQQ is. I don't think it's an English content creator. And it seems pretty cool. I played some. There's some fun changes that could be implemented into the game because I think they're fine and they could be pretty interesting and actually might fix some aspects of some heroes. First, let me get my tea. So first we have tank hero changes by Emong. D.Va, the defense matrix now reduces incoming beam damage by 30% and reduces the cooldown of micro missiles based on the amount of damage absorbed. I don't like the first part. Doing high damage on D.Va is actually a part of the idea, and I don't think reducing beam damage by 30% is a good way to go around to buff D.Va, because it just removes a weakness kind of without actually adding anything or making it fun or engaging way to counter stuff. The reducing the cooldown of micro missiles based on the amount of damage absorbed is a cool idea. I don't mind that idea too much because this means you get rewarded for good plays. Maybe if you eat a big ult like Grav or High Noon, or you know, I don't know what else you could Lario, you can get your micro missiles cooldown completely reset. I think that could be pretty cool reward for actually popping off. So I think that's cool. And the boosters change is just funny. You can just do funny stuff. You can strafe sideways and backwards. Doomfist projectile speed increased from 80 to 60. So makes it a bit easier to hit stuff from further away. And then power block, you need less damage to actually charge it up from 100 to 80. I don't know if that's a good change because I think 100 is just fine on Doomfist for the power block. And I think that maybe I could also not focus on my stream because I have my mods just spamming with add wins and add losses. Anyway, guys, can you type 1? Sorry. I genuinely couldn't focus. Power block requires less damage. I don't know if I like it. I don't like it too much. And then meteor, seismic slam. Height increased. Sure. I don't mind it too much. I don't think Doomfist needs buffs, to be honest. I think Doom is strong as he is. Because if you buff him too much, he becomes meta. And he becomes meta, then I don't think it's fun for anyone. Meteor Strike now scales the longer Doomfist in the air. Base damage now initially 50. So it's just like old Doomfist. I didn't actually play much Doom in the patch, but I feel like that would make his ult a lot stronger. I think this probably one-shots, no? 200%. Does it one-shot? I think it does. I don't think any of the Doomfist changes should go in. Maybe the projectile speed increase, but anything else might just make him a little bit too strong. Doomfist changes, whatever. Queen now gives herself Queen armor instead of overhealth. I don't like that change. I'll change. Cast time reduced from 0.7 to 0.3 on Rampage. Didn't that literally... No, they didn't implement that, did they? For some reason, I thought they implemented that into the live game. I don't mind this change. Did they? Am I going crazy? They didn't implement that in live. They didn't. They just did it so when you pull stuff, a lesser version, right? I'm not going completely crazy. Okay. So this kind of got implemented, so it's fine. Mauga, radius increased from 7 to 9. Critical hit damage increased from 1 to 180. No, fuck Mauga nerfs. Next. I mean, Mauga buffs. Go next. I don't want... Just get this. Wait, actually, I think that's good. No? Mauga removed from the game, so we go next. Orisa, new ability hold. Also, they added pull. Wonderful. Ability activated by pressing reload. Launch a graviton charge for reload, then detonate with reload. Then sphere slows and pulls nearby enemies. They added pull. They added pull. I don't know if I want pull on Orisa, but they added pull. I kind of miss pull. I mean, I think pull was kind of funny. It was one of the funnier parts of Orisa kit. I don't know. Maybe they should bring it back. Maybe I don't think they should bring it back. I think they should just give it to a new hero. Pull was fun, right? Pull was fun to play with. Sometimes you pull people off the map. That was funny. And sometimes you did some funny plays. Type 1 if you liked pull. I think pull was funny. I think it was cool. I think it was a funny ability. There were some funny plays. Energy Javelin, increase cooldown. Javelin spin, increase. It's actually a crazy nerf on Orisa. Orisa is probably so bad in the patch. Because Orisa right now, as it is one of the worst tanks. Plus 2 seconds on Javelin, plus 4 seconds on spin is insane. Emong does not like Orisa. Next up, we have Ram. Projectile size increased by 25. And Ravenous Vortex height increased by 100. I like the height increase because you can catch actual flying targets and doesn't really change much outside of that. So I think it's good. I wouldn't mind Ramattra getting this changed, by the way. Ravenous Vortex, I think that's a... I would like to see that in game. Because back in the day when they were releasing Ram, we all thought it was going to be like a character that can deal with flyers. Turns out he can't. Yeah, right now it's just... it was in the trailer, yeah. Right now it barely poos anything outside. Thank you, Aris, for the 5. Reinhardt now gets... movement speed based on missing HP. I think they experimented with that quite a bit. I don't mind that change. I think it's a good change. Maybe not up to 50 movement speed, but I think it could be a good change, to be honest. I think it could provide a lot of value for your shield breaking when you're getting close to enemies and you can actually close the distance. So maybe up to 30%. I think it could be pretty good. Spike Strike, after hitting an enemy, you get 30% increased movement speed. This could also be good, but I don't think it's good with the shield as well. Because if you do both, it's just perma speed boost. Like, give this to Cloudy, he won't need a Lucio speed. And then Charge, 50% damage reduction is unnecessary. So I wouldn't mind to see either one of those. Barrier Field or Fire Strike changes, I think it could be pretty good. Roadhog no longer pulls targets towards Roadhog, now pulls Roadhog towards the enemy. That's a meme change. Whatever. I don't want to see it in game. Damage reduction reduced from 50 to 30 now also gives nearby allies. Honestly, not a bad change. Giving allies 10% damage reduction when healing, but having your own reduced is pretty good change because it makes you less reliant on yourself to get full value. I wouldn't mind something like that for Roadhog. He's too solo-oriented. Hawk pulls enemies. Okay, no. Sigma. Barrier. Shield health regeneration increased by 25. You can cancel Grasp. Absorbing damage no longer provides overhealth. Instead, I don't like that. Gravitic Flux can no longer be interrupted. I don't like that. Scrap all the Sigma changes. Emong was not cooking. Winston can now be... Secondary fire can now be channeled even further. I don't like that. It's just pointless. You can charge it to 2 seconds for 150 damage. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Winston needs big changes. 2 seconds for 150. If you charge that up and dive somebody, they're instant dead. I don't know. Just kind of defeats the purpose. But it's funny. Overall channel time increased from 2.4 to 4.5. 5 seconds to channel your right click. Barrier projector size radius increased from 5 to 7. I hope they don't add it to the game. It looked kind of funny in the patch, but in a real situation, it's insane. 5 to 7. The entire battlefield would be a Winston bubble. Primal Rage, you now activate a bubble when you activate your ult. Stupid change. No, I don't like that. Primary melee attack range increased by 25. Maybe. I don't think it's too broken, but I don't think it needs... I don't think Winston needs anything. I think Winston is pretty playable right now. Wrecking Ball now gets a free cast after impacting enemy hero. So you can pile drive twice. That's fine by me, but I think in game it'll be too broken. So I think that's a pass. Minefield, mine radius size increased by 50. I think mine got enough. I think mine's got enough changes in the last few patches. What do you think, guys? I think mine's got a little bit too many changes. So I think it's a funny change for the sake of it being funny. But other than that, I don't think any of this could be implemented. Bubble provides 30% increased movement speed. Honestly, Zarya needs some changes. She does need some changes. So maybe like a 20% movement speed increase when you bubble somebody wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, you don't need Lucio for it. Because right now you kind of just need Lucio to speed people around. And that's one of the reasons why Lucio is a must. Because you kind of want the speed boost, but there's nothing else that gives you speed boost. So maybe, I don't mind that. Maybe we could see a variation of bubble giving movement speed. And Surge, Gravitating Surge, destroying projectiles, and Baptiste Immortality Field. I like that it says that it destroys Baptiste Immortality Field. I think that's a really personal change right there. I think that's a very personal change. I think he's had enough of his Grouse getting immortalized. No, cucked is a good word. I don't agree with having all of the projectiles destroyed because then all counterplay is removed, but we can keep the Baptiste Immortality Field change. Well, by that logic, we should just insta-kill everyone in the black hole. How many subs for you to unbutton this shirt? Let's start with a prime at least. Hits can damage hero changes. Dynamite can be detonated by using ability to input. I don't like that ability. Dynamite is really fun because you need to hit it and it's a skill check. I don't like having it set up so it blows up based on a button press. It can stop movement with the ability free input. I don't like that. I like Ashe. I like the kit. I like the playstyle. You need to play the character correctly and you get value. If you don't get value. It's simple as that. I don't believe in dumbing down the game. So I don't like the Ashe changes. Bastion now explodes on death. Sure. It sounds funny. How good would it be in a game? Probably not that good, but it's funny. Thank you, Crispy, the tier 1. Configuration recon. Damage reduced from 25 to 24. Rate of fire from 5 to 6. I don't think it changes much, I'll be honest with you. Replace the tactical grenade with self-repair. I kind of like the grenade, I'll be honest with you, but I wouldn't mind self-repair coming back. I think it's fine, to be honest. Assault from 12 to 9 can now deal critical. So this person just wants Old Bastion back. That's what I understand. You know what I wouldn't mind? I wouldn't mind Old Bastion ult returning. I think Old Bastion ult was fucking banger. Just watching a Bastion ult and then parkour around the map to get 1 kill was always fun. Old Bastion ult was pretty good. I don't like the Bastion change, so I'll be honest with you. Cassidy. Combat roll now launches you forward. That was so annoying, by the way, when I played it, because I wanted to roll backwards and I was looking forwards, and then I would just roll forwards and die. Now cleanses negative effects and heals for 50. Can we not have cleanses? I beg you. That would be so annoying. Distance increased by 50. It is a creator patch. It's not going into the game. I'm just saying, just talking about whether or not these changes actually go into life. Ever. They won't. But if they did, this would be my honest reaction. Distance increased by 50. I saw Cassidy just flying around the map. Reaper rate form. Honestly, the Reaper changes were kind of funny. I don't know if I want to see it in the game, but it was kind of funny to watch the Reaper just decimate the entire backline. Deal 50 damage passing through. Activate during Death Blossom. Honestly, the passive giving you over health, I don't mind that. I don't mind that because Reaper isn't that good either way, and the self-healing is pretty good, but only if you don't have full HP, and if you're already engaging, I think 50 over health could be pretty good. I don't mind this change. I think this change could be pretty good. Sojourn, primary fire projectile speed increased from 150 to 300. Primary fire damage reduced from 9 to 6. So we're talking about the... Oh, this is railgun. Yeah, this is the... Whatever. I don't care about that. Power slide can only launch you forward, can travel upwards. Whatever. I'm not a Sojourn player. It doesn't really mean much to me. Bonus movement speed increased from 50 to 80. Jesus Christ. This old man can sprint. No, I wouldn't like that. 80% bonus movement speed? That's cooked. Poor guy. His legs are old and broken and frail. Biotic field can now be thrown. Honestly, I would like that change. I think that's a funny change. Because you don't have enough agency with the biotic field. I feel like throwing to your teammates could be a good play sometimes. I would like that to be implemented. Visor movement speed increased by 20%. Visor movement speed increased by 20% when it's active. And unlimited ammo. I don't mind the unlimited ammo, to be honest. I don't think it would make the character too broken. And it will be a good quality of life change. Because the reloading is kind of annoying when you ult. Speed buff, because it's Pride Month. I actually agree. They should just make his speed double during Pride Month. They should make it so during Pride Month, the gay characters have buffs. And we call it the Pride patch. The Pride meta. Yeah, for Soldier, I like the biotic field and maybe the unlimited ammo. Somber Translocator, increase the projectile speed, sure. Detection radius increased. Radius ring FFX removed. Player outline is now hidden while it's in stealth. Bonus movement speed increased from 45 to 100. So you get noticed from 5 times the distance. It feels like not a good change. I don't see the point of this. This feels like Soldier Sprint, but a little bit more different. I don't like the Sombra changes. Next, health on Tracer reduced to 150. Nah. This is personal. This is very personal. This is very personal. Spread increased. Oh my god. Health decreased to 150. Speed increased. Spread increased. Bro, if you increase the spread on the pistols, they won't do any damage. On Pride Month as well. Projectile speed increased so you can hit your pulse more consistently. Blink cooldown reduce. Cooldown reduce and recall. It doesn't matter how many times you blink or recall if you can't do any damage and you die instantly. I think we should make Tracer HP to 50. Just let Venomine kill it. Widowmaker change. Projectile speed increase from 20 to 40. Yeah, I don't like the Tracer changes. Widowmaker, Venomine change, whatever. Widow's Kiss. Scoped shots now deal damage over 1 second. Critical hits deal damage in half the time. Honestly, it's not that bad of an idea because you won't die instantly. You can still react to save yourself, but I feel like it would destroy the identity of Widowmaker. I know a lot of people complain about Widowmaker and Hanzo, but Hanzo already got executed. I don't think we should execute Widow too. Like, those two characters are annoying when they're meta, but at the end of the day, they are characters that there's just two of them. It's fine. I think it's that big of a deal, as long as you don't have more than two. Echo can target allies, but it reduces the ultimate multiplier. Sure, targeting allies sounds fun to me. I don't mind it, to be honest. Genji cast time reduced on Dragon Blade from 1 to 0.5. Swing speed reduced. Now heals Genji. Oh my god. Healing Genji with each swing, especially with nano boost, you won't die. I think it's too much. 20%. How much does a swing do? 120. Yeah, I think this is a little bit too cooked. I think might be a little bit too cooked, but I don't mind trying it for a patch. It could be fun. It could be good, but I think it might make him a little bit too hard to kill. Hanzo, recovery reduced from 0.5. Oh, bro, what are these numbers? Oh yeah, I remember what they did. He gave Hanzo ammunition. Bro, get the fuck out. It was so bad. It was terrible. 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 L custard. L change on Stormbow. Remove the most satisfying part of this character. Storm Arrow with Scatter Arrow. I'll be honest, Scatter Arrow was so bad in the patch. It was not like the Scatter Arrow I used to play with. This one was so out there. Just doing nothing. It was doing air. The old Scatter Arrow, you shoot in people's feet and it would insta-kill stuff. This one was like, you shoot it would just fly everywhere. There was no simple geometry. Junkrat. Projectile speed increase. Riptire. No longer control Riptire in first person. Can be done by pressing the ultimate ability input again. Maximum duration reduced from 10 to 4 seconds. Movement speed increased. Also damage maximum reduced. Opposing radius reduced from 10 to 5. Now ignites enemies. What does that mean? No longer control Riptire in first person. It works like Bob. Oh, you just send it off? It sounds funny, but I would like to see that. I think controlling the Riptire is kind of fun and mortifying. I see. Nah, skip. Bad change. So far, Custa has had 1, 2, 3 bad changes. Go next. Let's see. Mei. Frozen ground can now increase moon speed by 20%. Blizzard effect is now centered around Mei. Now roots enemies instead of stunning. I like the root idea instead of stunning. Following Mei, what? Maybe the blaster freezing the ground is also kind of good. So I'll give him a point for Mei. Pharah. Rocket launcher direct impact now grants 15 over health product. What? Blah. L. Classic Custa L. Rocket barrage. Jump jet dash abilities can now be activated during rocket barrage. I kind of just like watching Pharahs die though when they ult. So L. Another L. Symmetra teleport now forcibly teleports place. Forcibly teleports, no? Why? Why would you want that? I can't imagine in the middle of a team fight my sim plays a TP and I just shatter nothing because I can't do anything. Sentry turret no longer tracks enemies and just fires a straight beam. During Pride Month, damage per second increased from 35 to 80. Moon speed slowing. Bro, what are these changes by Custa? What is bro cooking? Who led this person? Why is he even doing DPS changes? You should have given them to Dante. Does it TP enemies too? If it TPs enemies too, it's funny. Torbjorn, deploy turret. Now raise to level 3. I don't mind. When you use overload, the upgrading to level 3 is kind of funny. So I'll give him a point for that. Venture Tectonic Shock maximum duration increased from 7 to 10. As damage follow from 150 to 110. The range is a lot longer as well. Honestly, not a horrible change. Maybe it's a good change. Because I played with it. It was interesting for sure. Next up, we have SK. Ana with Exo Boost is pretty funny. So Ana changes. I'll give SK a point for Ana changes. I think Ana needs some kind of movement tech. I'ma be real. She's an old grandma. We need to replace her limbs or something. Baptiste, Exo Boots now grant increased movement speed while in the air so you can B-hop. You always get a point for B-hopping. Brigitte now grants 30% movement speed for 2 seconds. I don't like Brigitte buffs. L. I like the Inspire change though. The quality of life where it shows you if you're being healed by Brigitte. I think that's good. They should add that 100%. Lari Healing Pylon has 2 charges. Healing reduced from 30 to 20. No. No. Let's not. Let's not have 2 pylons. Lifeweaver Thorn Valley. Damage per projectile increased from 6 to 7. Weapon swap increased by 100%. Yes, mama. Life grip cooldown reduced from 19 to 15. Beto now has 2 charges. Jump height boost increased by 50%. Okay. Maybe not these 2 changes. I think that's too much. But I like the Thorn Valley changes. I mean, even if they add the other 2 changes, life will still be bad. But pedal platform with 2 charges could be pretty creative. Life grip cooldown reduced to 15 is just ridiculous. You can get 2 pulls by the time Mercy gets 1 res off. No, guys, if it's black and white, it doesn't make it a shirt, you fucking gooners. And then we have Lucio. Increase the damage per projectile from 18 to 22. Now provides more over health based on Lucio's full time. Beautiful change. Love it. 10 out of 10. Yes. I want to see way more Lucio's Ajax. Add it in the game immediately. It is also completely useless to get more over health because nobody's going to kill you. But I just want to see Lucio players max their over health. Kiriko Swift Stealth, Swift Step, Taylor Swift can be used even if there's no ally. I know why she added this. This is absolutely stupid. And reduce cooldown by 50%. This is stupid. Absolutely out change. -5 points. You just keep TPing everywhere and killing stuff and TPing everywhere. It is horrible. Mercy, Guardian Angel, cooldown reduced to 1 second. Resurrect, cast time reduced to 1 second. Cooldown reduced to 18 seconds. So half. But allies are alive only for 10 seconds. Valk resets resurrect cooldown. Honestly, not the worst change. Not the worst change for Mercy. Could see this implemented in game. And I think Mercy players don't hate it either. Because you can res more, you're more active, you do more stuff. It's only for 10 seconds where people are alive. Let her cook. I think it's a good change. And you could allow Valk to reset the resurrect cooldown. Because the end of the fight, you're still minus people. And if somebody gets picked off early, if you res them, people can just wait it out so they die again. So I like that change. Good Mercy change. Good Mercy change. No, you don't have to wait 10 more seconds to respawn if you die. You don't stagger the teammates, guys. Guys, did you play the fucking thing? You are making my brain rot. The respawn timer runs while you're resed. So once you die after getting rest, you instantly get rest. Guys, if you don't know how it works, don't complain about it. Like, we had like 3 chatters sitting there. Horrible change. You just keep staggering the teammate. He can never get rest. Either way. Moira. Biotic Grasp can now crit. Nope. Next. Zenyatta Trank. Grants Zen Full Flight. Skip. Snap Kick. No longer knocks back enemies. Is that against the environment? He will knock himself back. Awesome. Love the change. I think my favorite changes are Reinhardt, the Shield one, the Brigitte one, the Mercy changes. Lifeweaver Thorn Valley is pretty good. Gusta did not cook, I'll be honest with you. Soldier Infinite Ammo could be good. I don't know, but Soldier Biotic Field, that one I really would like to see. And the tank changes. Are there any good tank changes except the Rhine one? Oh yeah, the Vortex one. That's a good one. Yeah. I think there were some good ideas. I think I could see some of them being implemented. Cook up. We should let a random cat decide the balance of the game.